The key assumptions that the entire special theory of relativity is derived from can be stated as follows. So the first is that the laws of physics are the same in all inertial reference frames. So this is the principle of relativity where no preferred inertial system exists. And the second assumption is the speed of light in a vacuum is constant and has the same value c in all inertial systems. So that's the principle of the constancy of the speed of light. So contrary to Newtonian relativity, which only dealt with the laws of mechanics, so we saw this in our Galilean transformations that we covered earlier, Einstein's relativity principle covers all laws of physics. So note that again, we can only speak of the relative motion between two systems, so it's impossible to use physical measurements to designate an inertial system as stationary or moving. So no physical experiment of any kind that's made within an inertial system can tell us the motion of the observer with respect to any other inertial system, which we've also explained earlier. So this second principle contradicts the Galilean transformations and is consistent with the Michelson-Morley and subsequent experiments. So we've covered these experiments in prior videos, and the special theory of relativity is the only one that agrees with all those light propagation experiments that we covered. So these include the Michelson-Morley experiment, stellar aberration, Fizow's experiment, de Sitter experiment, and so on. So in contrast, the ether theories, like Lorentz-Fitzgerald contraction, ether drag, including the Fresnel drag coefficient, and emission theories that assume that the velocity of light is dependent on the motion of the source, does not agree with all the light propagation experiments. So in line with these two assumptions, there's two steps generally taken to develop the special theory of relativity. So first we need to obtain transformation equations between two inertial systems that keep the velocity of light constant. So this second assumption is included as a physical law. And then we need to examine the laws of physics and generalize them as required to ensure that they're invariant under this transformation. So the transformation that will develop is called the Lorentz transformation. And the generalized laws of physics will reduce to the old ones for velocities that are much smaller than the velocity of light.